A to the D, NOP to the L, LBJ at 33, Knicks are still in association hell, while Kyrie lets loose on the gram and scream at a ghost. Welcome once again. It's your one and only, mostest host of the Ball is Bay NBA podcast. My name is Ashwin and welcome back to your favorite NBA podcast in an Indian accent, the Ball is Bay NBA podcast. This week in the association's biggest news, Zach LaVine joins some players named Curry and Clay on the list of people to hit 13 threes in a game. Joel Embiid scores the same amount of points as the number of our sponsors. LeBron reaches Mount 33K and shows off his influence of referees. And Kemba Walker scores the most points of anyone coming off of concussion-like symptoms in November 2019. We are taking the ESPN route of stat making, and I think we are doing as good a job as Kawhi did of telling Sam Cassell a funny anecdote. Speaking of anecdotes, I've got with me, as always, someone who's a big fan of artichoke dip. Someone who less than a year ago was contributing by himself to a tenth of global warming. And someone who is now as close as ever to being hired by the Spurs, Vineet Devaya. Vineet, welcome back to the pod. How goeth thy life, good sir?
All the life is good. Thanks for the great introduction. I don't know.
Yes.
Again, are all these like coming from the dark, annals of the internet?
Yeah. What? Do you not like artichoke dip?
I do, but that's less like, that's everybody.
That's everybody. Yeah, come on. I've never had artichoke dip, but I'm sure I like it. It seems like a nice thing to say.
Yes.
Can I have some artichoke dip, madam?
Yeah, sounds
like
fancy.
a nice thing to say.
Sounds
right?
fancy.
Fancy. And with the Spurs losing again and again, this is the closest you'll ever be to getting hired by them.
I know. I mean, I could probably go play for them now.
Definitely. See, they're tanking, so they need a tank. And you're a tank.
Oh my God. I have lost a lot of weight, by the way.
They need international flavor, and you are as international as they come. And plus, you have always been a fan of the Spurs, and you'll do anything Greg Popovich says.
Anything he says. Anything he says. Yeah. And I think
exactly.
I think I would really like playing in the Spurs at this point. Because if I would have gone during the Tim Duncan era, I probably wouldn't have played as much as I would want to. Because I would just be like, Timmy, what do you want me to do? But now I can be like, okay, move aside.
Assistant coach Timmy, can I do what I want to do now?
And Timmy would be like, yes, you have my blessings.
And you can't hit threes anyway, so I think you'll fit right into the system.
That's not true. My game has changed a lot since we last played.
Are you now a three-point shooter?
No, I can shoot 3-pointers. I'm not a 3-point shooter.
Okay. You can shoot 3-pointers. That though. Okay,
yeah, that I could always do. It's just it's not the prime focus of my game. Offensive game, if you may.
Offensive game, yes.
Yeah, definitely. But in Puerto Rico, I was hitting some threes, so it's not bad.
Whoa. Puerto Rico. So on this episode of the Ball is Bay podcast, Vineet, we are going to be discussing the top 15 NBA players at the moment. We're going to bring forth the Ball is Bay ambassador program. And obviously, we're going to talk about other NBA news.
Yes.
Which is code for other NBA news. It's not code for anything else.
Oh, God.
All right. So, our audience must be wondering, what is this ambassador program? So, we'll let the main man of the ambassador program, Vineet Devaya, already introduced before. He will talk about it now.
When we started this new season, one of the things that we wanted to really focus on was bringing the fans of basketball in India up front and talking and having conversations with them. And so one of the things that we started doing, that we actually started last season, was bringing specific fans of specific organizations, right? Mm-hmm. And to sort of enhance that thing that we wanted to do, we decided to launch something called the Ambassador Program. The idea of the Ambassador Program was to really honor people who are following the NBA, who are big fans of basketball, and who are sort of willing to work with us to really spread the message of basketball in India. And we didn't have to go too far to find our first ambassador, because he is probably everywhere you can think of when it comes to NBA in India. He's dubbed as the biggest fan in NBA India. I don't know if that is true. I don't know if that is true because everybody can claim that. But I would like to introduce Bhushan on our pod, and we when we were discussing this ambassador program, he was the first person that I could think of,
First name,
first name,
definitely.
and we were like, we have to get him as an ambassador for Ball Bay, and we reached out to him on Instagram, and he was as gracious as always and said he would love to do it. So Bhushan, welcome to Ball Bay pod.
Yeah, thank you very much, Vineet and Ashwin. Like,
Thank you so much for coming.
So our listeners want to know something more about you and
No. First, I have a question. Like your name is Bhushan, but your Twitter handle is Bhushi Roads.
right.
Bushy Roads.
Yeah, right.
So what is that? Those names always intrigue me, if nothing else.
Yeah, like it is from my school days. Like I used to be mostly into cricket during those days.
Okay.
And if you all know that Jaunty Rhodes is the
Jaunty
best,
Rhodes.
best fielder of all time in the cricket. And like I used to be the best, like the player in of my side. And like I was like used to throw the ball wherever it used to get hit. The stumps used to get hit. So my name from Bhushan it came to Bhushe, and it got the surname of Jaunty Rhodes. That is so it became Bushy Roads. So there is a story, small little story behind the name Bushy Roads. So I kept my email ID and my other handles also the same name. So that name is following me till now.
I was thinking like the only other roads I know is Jaunty Roads, but I was like, it's too much of a coincidence. Maybe I thought it was something else, but glad to know it was that. So yeah, Vineet, you were asking him what his story. Bhushan, let's not do too much takalluf in this pod. Please tell us what is your story with basketball? How did you become like a lot of people are recognized by the words MVP. For you, it's MVF, like most valuable fan. The NBA people
Right.
themselves have called you that. So, give us a sense of what your story is from when you started following basketball to this place where now everybody recognizes you.
Like first of all I would like to say like I used to play cricket, like I was unaware of this game. Once like in my summer vacations I went to my like cousin's place. He's younger to me, so he was watching this game. Like earlier there used to be very less games broadcasted, and as we all
Yeah.
know all the games come in the morning. So he
Early
just
morning.
early morning he just woke up and he told me watch this game, watch this. I think Lakers game was like on, so he introduced me like you just keep watching, it is very entertaining. So I just saw that game, that particular game that day, and don't know what, like I got very addicted. Like after that game, like whenever I used to keep waiting for the next game of this, and don't know, maybe Lakers was the first team which I saw the game and they won. And yellow has been my favorite color. Like I've been in the school also in yellow house. Then I like yellow as a color. Then I used to like the Australian team also. So I started supporting Lakers. I never knew that what this league is all about, and I blindly started supporting Lakers just watching that first game. And then I later got to know like what this Showtime Lakers is all about. And like whether like they continued the three-peat, they won all the three like with Kobe Bryant and Shaq, as we all know. Then later on
Yes.
again in 2009 and 10 with Kobe Bryant, Paul Gasol and others. And as we all know, once what happened after that. So till now, and like this year, like it has been a dream come true. Like I had a lot of patience. I knew this team will come back. Like there was some management issues, like and about Magic Johnson and the coach also Luke Walton and the players. Like we saw some like few years back what Lakers starting five was like, and as we can see now what Warriors are right now. Like nobody
Yeah,
knew
they're similar.
nobody knew the starting five, like who the hell they are. Like so I like kept waiting. I knew someday, and finally last year they got LeBron James, and this year, like as you all know, during summertime he introduced Taco Tuesday. Like it was like LeBron James was never my favorite player. Like he never like I thought like so don't know why, but from the start of this season during summers like Taco Tuesday and then other Anthony Davis just trade and all other players, Danny Green coming in, like they got a nice like binding the team together. And I think
So let me ask you this: like, after a lot of irrelevancy, suddenly you've become. I mean, the Lakers are relevant again, and this off season was like a lot of movement, right? So, who, apart from Anthony Davis,
right.
who was your favorite player to come into the team this year?
My favorite player was DeMarcus Cousins. Like
Ah.
a few years back, like on this Around the Hoop show also, there was a question. They asked which player should come to the Lakers. I think he was in his prime that year. He was playing for the
Yeah.
Sacramento Kings that year. And if you can see one of the bites, one of the ad of this Around the Hoop, that I have said also, that has come in that also, which player you want, and said DeMarcus Cousins, and the host says oops, but that oops has come this year, but again he is injured, so he's playing his part. He's like supporting Anthony Davis and other players, sitting on the bench also, and on the helping them in the practices. So I think DeMarcus Cousins, I was very happy. Like last year he played for Warriors. I said, oh my God, Warriors had got another star. So I wasn't happy. I was happy that Lakers got him, but then
Injury is
yeah,
not yet played. Yeah.
this year
It's
NBA is like
tough.
whole of injury, and there is a new thing coming, load management. I think that they should not make this as a norm, this load management thing, and the player should think that they are being paid and they should play all the games, because we as fans, we keep waiting for the game after game, and even the fans, those who go to the arena, like they keep wait. Like if suppose we go to a match to watch, then if we see that player is not
That
watching,
player is not there.
yeah,
Yeah, that's true.
like
That's true.
we pay so much for the ticket, and like I saw this after the game of this Clippers, or in the beginning when they got to know that Kawhi Leonard is not playing for the Clippers, like it was a very disappointing for all the fans over there.
Yeah, I mean, Vineet, you have talked in some different words about load management. I know, but I think you and Bhushan must have started watching the game at around the same time. So Bhushan, you must have started it around 2000 or something, right?
Yeah, 1999.
1999. And Vineet, so I think you must have also started somewhere around that time.
Yeah.
And because Shaq was there, you started supporting the Spurs because Shaq was just unstoppable, if I'm not wrong.
Not really. I mean, yeah, I like the Spurs.
Okay, and so I believe you have more questions for Bhushan. So let's get those going then.
Yeah. So, I think one of the things about the ambassador program that I really wanted to talk to Bhushan about and understand more was his sort of how did he become this kind of, I wouldn't say fanatic, but buying all these jerseys, interacting, calling on morning shows. What really drove you to do those things? Like being a fan, like even I've been watching basketball for a while. I've been playing basketball for a while, but I never had this craziness to, go buy jerseys, buy shoes, like call up, in the morning. So what really drove you to do those things?
Like, I don't know what it was like for NBA, like each and every game, just it is like if I hear a name NBA, if suppose I go somewhere, I'll just tell you a recent also a story. My mother, she went to a place to get some glasses for herself, and she saw one this goggles like glasses, which was the NBA was written on the side of that. So she got the glasses for me. She came, she said, Bhushan, I've got you something, and she into like the name NBA itself is so important. Like I don't know, some goosebumps or something it comes. And earlier, like as you said about the jersey collection, earlier I used to like go here and there, like being staying in this city of Mumbai. It was very hard and difficult to get the jerseys over here.
Yeah.
So once, like one of my friend, he told me that there is one shop in Reebok. Like that time Reebok used to sponsor the jersey. He told me, I immediately went there. That time it was for some 1,500 rupees, and like I was in college, so
That's a lot of money. Yeah.
I went to my mom and like started buttering that she never knew what NBA was all about. Like she was like always hating me watching NBA game till I got introduced as this most valuable fan on television.
Okay.
So,
So once
you
you
can
came on
make a-
television, it was everything.
Yeah, it was like morning you don't wake up for studying and you're waking for watching this match and all this thing.
Right.
What stuff is this? And whenever she used to come to like see what I am doing, that time it was used to be a timeout or a half time, and those girls used to keep dancing. So she used to like think that like he likes all this, so he's watching the match, but it was not the thing. Like it was not the thing. Like there are a lot of like things which comes in between the NBA game. A lot of this scam is there. Then a lot of 3-pointers. This so like I was like crazy for, and my family also knows that this guy when it comes to NBA. And my dream was, once I saw that, started following NBA. My always ultimate dream was to watch the NBA game live, the Lakers game at the Staples Center. But
At
I
the
was
Staples
lucky
Center.
enough.
Okay.
Yeah, Staples Lakers game at the Staples Center, and I was very lucky enough that NBA itself it came to my city, Mumbai,
Nice.
and like I purchased the first ticket for my cousin who introduced me to this game. He was
Okay.
sitting in the stands, and the second ticket once it got opened, I purchased this platinum courtside ticket, which was very expensive.
How much was
Of
this?
course.
How much was the ticket? The platinum courtside ticket?
The platinum ticket was for some, and along with it, yes,
Rupees.
yeah, and
Oh
along
my
with it, some
God.
other stuff.
That is
It-
about $1,000.
Yeah, I
Wow.
yet to complete it, and along with it, there were other stuffs also,
Like
which
what?
took my ticket to like 22,000 rupees.
Oh my
And-
God.
But it was like for me, it was worth it. I suppose like it was the best dream come true. Then other thing was that when I went on in that arena, when I was sitting there, like there were people who were coming and like saying, "Acha, you are Bhushan, you are that Bhushan." So like it was like I have come to watch the match, and people are like
They know you.
recognizing me. Yeah.
So
and
do you
those
do
who
you
were sitting-
think that you will one day become like the Nav Bhatia of India, like the way Nav Bhatia is of Canada?
Yeah.
Do you aspire to be the Nav Bhatia of India?
like aspire like I showed the episode of his which came on Around the Hoop now but when he was in India.
Yeah.
My mom just said and told me that he just represents this Toronto Raptors and Canada, right? And
Yeah.
you are a fan of the whole of NBA. If suppose I was like this Bhushan, if he was in Los Angeles, I would have also went and watched all the games. That opportunity not here. But
Yeah.
still, I got recognized. Like if you, like I told you, like this NBA, I am very crazy. So when I saw this program called NBA Around the Hoop, which came telecasted on television, and once I saw that there is some caller section also. So I thought this is the best thing to get connected to this NBA. I was not like around about what it is. Then once I tweeted also that they should introduce with some prizes also. Immediately I think next week they started giving some prizes also. I have received a lot of like caller of the day. This also there are a lot of callers.
what's the prize?
That's like an inside job.
Yeah, they
Bhushan
gave-
is giving an idea and they're just giving him the gifts
Yeah,
back.
no, it is not easy. Like I almost call sometimes. I can show you also 100 calls, 150 calls, 200 calls also maximum I have given.
In a day.
There are
I remember that when it first Saturday morning started, I had called 4 times and it didn't pick up and I gave up. And here we have someone who's tried 200 times and he's still continuing. See, that's the difference I think between
Yeah, it
like a
becomes-
normal fan and a most valuable
There are a
fan.
lot of thoughts in my mind and I want to express it like that is the only place where, but later on there is Twitter and other things like social
And
media
the
platform
podcast,
also.
the Police Way podcast
Yeah,
is also there
like
now,
this
so.
podcast is amazing. Yeah.
So,
the first time I
Bhushan,
got to know. Yeah.
as the ambassador of the Ball is Bay podcast, what ideas do you have in promoting, NBA and Ball is Bay and everything? Like, did you think of any ideas on how to do what to do?
Ideas, first of all, like we need to collect all the viewers, like those who are not unaware of this podcast, like, and it's all about, I think all the other shows which I've seen, they are like very serious thing, and I've like when I start push the play button, then when this podcast starts, the introduction music, like I'm like very a fan of that music, like I keep listening it. I would like to thank and very happy to the one who has made this introduction.
Ashwin has
Then
made
later
it.
on, okay, then once the podcast starts, there are a lot of giggles, smiles, there are a lot of things, like there are nothing serious about it.
But we are a very serious
so-
podcast. I just have to say.
Yeah,
That is true.
the things which are spoken are facts and very like the things which one should know about NBA. You talk about NBA, but there are a lot of things which comes out. So we have to take the NBA crowd which is there in India, in our country, to introduce that, okay, this is that you have something else also. Apart from these television shows, you have something. So once we need to go, like, what I think is we need to go to all the small places, like the competitions which are in Mumbai or all over. Like we cannot go all over India.
Yeah, we can't. I mean,
Yes,
we
so
don't.
soon.
We are.
At least
We are
in
still at
Mumbai,
zero
like,
sponsors.
yeah, we come across NBA India's like we on their site also we get to know there are a lot of people, like lot of fans, lot of other clubs are there in Mumbai, the city of Mumbai. if we get
Yeah,
introduce them to them. See, eventually all these players, they like basketball, and
Yeah,
the
definitely.
last spot is NBA. So they all are all are getting inspired from the NBA players after all. So we
Yeah.
have to go to them, something or the other we have to do, like a
Got it.
small
We have
poster
to
or something.
get to them.
Yes.
Yeah, get to them,
All
give
right.
some posters or something, pens or something like that.
So we're going to talk some NBA right now. Now that we have discussed the NBA, our Ball is Bay ambassador program, we have talked to Bhushan. We have heard everything that he has to say about his journey, how he became the most valuable fan in India, and I think both of us, me and Ashwin, agree that he is probably at this point the most visible fan that we both know. And
Definitely.
so now moving on to NBA stuff. So usually we discuss the top 15 players at this time in NBA every season. So let's start off with Ashwin. Let's start from your top 15, starting from 15 to 1.
15 to 10.
15 to
15
10.
to 1.
15 to 10. Let's say your
15
top,
to 10.
your top, your 5 in those.
Fine. 15 to 10, I'll tell you. Okay, all right. Let me pretend to search through my notes. Okay, all right. I mean, 15 to 10, there's no order, right? It's not 15 to 10. It's like anyone can be 15, anyone can be 10.
Okay.
So I have Devin Booker.
Okay.
I have Mr. Butler from Miami. Jimmy Butler.
Ooh. Okay.
Jimmy Butler. I have Russell Westbrook.
That's a homer.
That's true, though. It's all good. I have Rudy Gobert and I have Joel Embiid.
Okay. Okay. What about yours?
That's my 15 to 10.
Yeah, I have Kemba Walker on number 15.
Okay.
Then I have Carl Anthony Towns on number 14. Then I
Ooh.
have Kyrie Irving on number 13.
Kyrie Irving.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then I have Damian Lillard on number 12.
Okay.
Then I have got Nikola Jokic only because he's scoring 16.1 points. Like we know how much he's scoring.
Yeah.
And then I have at number 10 Russell Westbrook.
Russell.
Yes.
Oh my God! This is like a full homer, huh?
It's the truth. It's the truth. Yes, Vineet, what is this amazing 15 to 10 list that you have? Please let us hear it.
I have a surprise for all of you people.
Oh.
I don't have a list.
You don't have a list.
My
I
role
thought
is
Tim Duncan would make your list.
no. But I think all of those those people are probably in my 10 to 15 kind of category.
What a shitty answer. Absolute.
Except for Russell Westbrook. I think Russell Westbrook.
Lazy
No,
answer.
wait. Russell Westbrook is not in the top 15 at this point.
Okay, that's what you think. That's okay.
Yeah.
Somebody who doesn't have a list doesn't have a voice. Okay, so please calm down. Do you at least have a top 10 list?
Yes, I have a top 10 list.
Oh.
So it goes with Dame.
Okay. Dame is your.
Dame is 10.
Okay, 10.
Nikola Jokic. Kemba Walker.
Kemba Walker. Oh, whoa.
Pascal Siakam.
Obviously, definitely.
What's obvious? Yeah, he's playing really
Obviously,
well.
Pascal Siakam
he's
is
playing
doing-
really well.
yeah.
And James Harden.
Yeah, that's what I said.
And James Harden.
What?
What?
James Harden is so low.
What?
man.
He's between 5 and 10.
That's not good enough. He should be between 1 and 5.
No, my 1 and 5 is very, very great. What about yours?
Sure. We'll start with Bhushan. We'll go in the other direction.
Okay,
now.
let's go with Bhushan.
Okay, my number 9 is Joel Embiid.
Okay.
Then my number 8 is Paul George, who is
Ah.
just come back, but
Just started, yeah.
just come back, but he's like giving 24 point like
Yeah,
some
but he
points.
hasn't played 15. He hasn't even played 15 games out of 20, so he can't
That
be in this
doesn't
list.
matter.
Right.
Doesn't matter. If he's played, he's played.
No, but
he's
he-
back. That is much more like the duos.
How
Yo,
the
he's
season
still
of the
shooting like
duos.
crazy.
Okay.
He had the 37 and 30 points
No,
in the
but you
first two
can't
games.
have
something.
you can't have somebody who's played like
Yo, first of all, Vineet, you cannot talk because you don't even have a list.
I have a
can you
list.
Please?
I
No,
have
your
a list.
list doesn't count anymore. You did 2/3 of the job, so you don't talk. Please, Bhushan, continue.
Yeah, after Paul George, I would like to say Pascal Siakam
Pascal
on
Siakam,
number
yes.
7. That position I had given to Kevin Durant, but as he's injured, I had given to Pascal Siakam. Then Anthony Davis on number 6.
Whoa.
We saw what he did in today's game.
Oh,
like
yeah, just
in New
today,
Orleans, he was
destroyed.
good and he like 41
And
points, I think. Yeah,
And 41 points, and then he stole the ball on that last possession also.
right. Yeah, that was a best like play, I think. Then
Yeah.
on number 5, I think my man, I'm calling him the prince in this year's Luka
Whoa.
Doncic.
Luka Doncic is.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Whoa.
And
Alright,
I think
alright,
5 is fine. Later on,
5 is
I'll
fine.
tell
Yeah,
you
yeah,
4. Yeah, yeah.
Fine,
Except
fine,
for
fine.
Paul George, I think the rest are okay. Paul George should not be in this top 15.
But Clippers, we see like there are very less opportunities to score also, and
No,
he's
but
coming
he
and
hasn't
scoring.
played enough. But okay. Let's move. Let's go to.
I think even with his limited scoring, I think it's not unreasonable to put him there. Like he's not played 1 or 2 games. He's played what 5 or 6 games.
He's played 3 games.
No, I think definitely he's played 5 games.
I don't know.
I think we should be happy that some stars are playing in this year, and
That is true.
at least
That is true.
and he's back.
That is true.
Okay. My list from number 10 to number 5. I have got Nikola Jokic. It's not in any order. Okay, I've got Nikola Jokic. I've got Pascal Siakam, Joel Embiid.
Joel
Luka
Embiid. You
Doncic.
already had Joel Embiid.
No, that was not me. I didn't have Joel Embiid.
Yes, you did. In your 15.
No, I did not have. He had. Bhushan had.
Okay.
My number
But
9.
that's strike two for you. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. And then now you've destroyed my flow. And then I have obviously Luka Doncic and Paul George. No, actually Paul George, not Luka Doncic. Luka Doncic is my number 5.
Okay. So
He's the
who's your
fifth best
top
player
5
in the
then? Who's
NBA.
your top 5 then?
Okay, then this
So,
time I'll go
Paul
first.
George is
Okay.
number 6 for you.
No, he's not number 6, but he's in that 6 to 10 range.
So is it 10?
My lips are sealed. I will not say what number he is.
It
It doesn't matter, man. It doesn't matter. It's
Okay.
a very fluid situation. See, Paul George, if you've seen the way, like, see, he had shoulder surgery. Okay, he had shoulder surgery on both his shoulders.
I'm
And
not
he
saying
came back and he's
I'm not
shooting it so
I
efficient.
am not denying that, right? I'm not denying. See, you didn't even have Dame in your top 15.
I didn't have Dame. I still don't have
And
Dame.
you- and
I
you
don't
have Paul
think,
George.
Yeah, definitely. Dame had 60. Oh, he had 59 points or something. No, but that's okay. The Dame Lillard. I hate Dame Lillard.
Fine.
It's
Okay.
a personal
I mean, you
vendetta.
had Devin
It's okay.
Booker, but you didn't have Dame Lillard.
Come on, man. I like Devin, but Devin
No,
Booker's
he's
done
good. He's
better
good.
things,
I mean, he would be in my top 15. I'm just saying that.
Ah.
Does
Okay,
anybody
okay,
have
okay.
Carmelo in his list?
No.
He's also
Not
back.
in the top. Not in the top one though.
No.
Though he did show signs today. Today he played like
Yeah,
really
you're
well
talking
against the
about
Thunder.
Dame. He's their partner now.
Yeah,
Dame's
definitely.
partner.
I mean, definitely. I mean, Carmelo, he showed that he could get those points against a weak team like Thunder. Anyway, okay. So I'm gonna do my top 5. Top 5.
You have
no
to pick an
particular
order. No,
but
you
kind
have to pick an order top 5.
Pick an order.
Yeah,
Pick an
you
order.
have to
Okay,
pick an
fine.
order.
Okay, all right. So number 5 is Luka Doncic.
Okay.
Number 4 is Anthony Davis.
Okay.
Hey, wait. No, that's not right. Actually, Luka Doncic was my number 5.
Yeah.
I mean, he was number 6 for me. My bad.
You don't.
How it goes is,
You.
my list is there. That's why I said no. I'll tell you the top 5 players in the NBA, then I'll rank them. It's LeBron for me. LeBron, Giannis, Kawhi, Harden, and who's the 5th one? Is it Luka only, right?
I thought you had written down a list. What happened to that?
I did write down the list, but I wrote it like up to down. It's an alphabetical order. Yeah, okay, all right. It's LeBron, AD, Kawhi, Harden, and Luka. This is the top 5. Now the top 5, as in the proper order, it is Luka, AD, LeBron, Harden, Kawhi. Kawhi is number 1.
Okay. Good.
Because I think just he's just doing it at his own pace, and there's nothing more sweeter to watch than somebody who's like, I don't care what the world is doing, I'm just going to do it at my own pace.
Yeah.
So that's my top 5. Bhushan, please tell us your top 5.
Yeah, my top 5, I said 5 number was Luka Doncic. Then
Ah.
number 4, James Harden.
Okay.
I'll
Okay.
give Mr. Hey, Kawhi Leonard number 3.
Ooh.
Oh.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
number 3.
Hey.
After all, I'm a Lakers fan, so
Yeah.
Oh my
Lakers.
God.
Whoa.
Homerism.
Then, number 2, I'll give to the last year's MVP, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and I'll
Oh,
give
God.
King James as the number 1.
God.
Like
All
he's
homers, man.
Almost scoring triple double like this
King
season.
James
17
yeah.
17
That's true.
season.
Yeah, that's true. Can't deny that.
And even he
And though
completed
there are some
33.
people who will deny it and
He
point to his
completed
turnovers and all.
33,000 points today and on the, I think, the top 4
Definitely. I
scoring.
think on this lovely occasion, 3 people on the Ball is Pay podcast, we would love to wish LeBron James congratulations on his 33rd thousand point.
Yes.
And many more.
Many
So
more.
I think by the end of the season, he'll pass Kobe, so he'll be number 3.
And he'll probably
easily
play for another 4 more seasons. So that's pretty incredible. At least.
He'll play for 2 more seasons.
What?
Yeah.
No more.
After that contract is up, then he'll have to play with his son in Phoenix.
That's true. Okay, so my top 5. Luka.
Yes.
Luka. AD. LeBron. Giannis. Kawhi.
LeBron, Giannis, Kawhi. Yeah, I mean, no hate there, definitely.
Yeah.
But which one? This question I want to ask Vinny.
So my 6 is James Harden. So Luka just goes a little bit above James Harden.
What? You just made that change now, didn't you?
No, I just told you, right? James Harden is in my 6 to 10.
But yes, Vineet, now that the individual players are ranked, and I think more or less, maybe 10 to 15 might be a little iffy, but I think these are the players who deserve
Paul
to be
George
highlighted.
does not deserve to be in the top 10. You both have Paul George on top.
Well, please, you didn't even have a 10 to 15.
I had a 10 to 15, but it's just like it doesn't matter. We all know that 10 to 15 number. No. It's like a consolation prize.
Anyway, I mean, we know basketball is a team game. So, which team right now looks the most, set or like most cruising? The team which is like cruising along and like they know Clippers.
Even I'm a Lakers fan. Still, I'll say Clippers because as we see, Lakers games like they take the game to the 4th quarter within 2-3 minutes. They're winning those games and at those minutes. Like being a Lakers fan, I keep watching the game and then I say, "Pura tension hi de dete ye log." Like it is the whole game. I keep on they are behind it, trailing. In the end, I know King James, Anthony Davis, Danny Green. I can't see Danny Green anywhere right nowadays. And the coach Frank Vogel also told he is very impressed by Tony Daniels, I think, right?
Yeah.
And Avery Bradley also. And I don't know why Jared Dudley is there. He's giving free tickets and everything to the fans. What he is all about,
Jared Dudley is the old man. His job is he's the glue guy.
Yeah. So
is he younger than LeBron or something?
Clippers, defense, if we can see, they took over Luka also. They double teamed him in the last game. They know the plan. Doc Rivers knows the plan. He knows what to do, how to take a team that game by game. So I think once they are in the playoffs, I think the opponents they first of all they'll give away the game itself.
But then this is, I think I've always talked about it when playing basketball that it doesn't matter what you do. What matters is can you follow the plan when the opponent does something else. So it's easy to score, right? For Harden or a team like the Rockets, it's very easy to score when there's space and when people are guarding you one-on-one. Everything is fair. Harden is an unstoppable force if he's one-on-one. But so my question in some ways to Bhushan is LeBron, AD, if they keep running the high pick and roll, LeBron and AD can kill every single team in the world.
Correct.
What do they do? Or what do they do when they realize that there's a team called the Clippers playing in the same court as same arena as them, already beaten them once, and their main thing is you have Kawhi, you have Paul George, you stop both of them, Mr. Lou Williams will just kill you. So what do you think the Lakers can try to do to beat the Clippers?
I think for beating the Clippers, first of all, Lakers bench we saw Kyle Kuzma is there. Then this Dwight Howard is there. I can't see any aggressiveness in these players. We see Patrick Beverley and this Montrezl Harrell. So the type of players they are if they come in front of you and defend you, and even this other players also. If I think their bench with Patrick Beverley, then Montrezl Harrell and Lou Williams, they are unstoppable. Once Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, I just wish that Kawhi Leonard and Paul George gets injured as soon as possible. That is the best way we can defend them.
We should on this pod we never pray for injury.
Right,
Injury.
like how we saw in the last year's NBA Finals,
Yeah.
like Kevin Durant,
We
Klay
didn't play for that
Thompson.
also. Even that was a
Yeah,
miracle.
but still the Toronto Raptors won, and like we all know the history.
Yeah, I think
That's
it's when you see the Clippers play, right? It's just like they know that they're going to win the championship, and there is no. I've seen I think like 4 or 5 games of the Clippers, and I've never seen them panic. It's just like they know that they're going to, and they win by massive margins. They're not like and it doesn't seem rushed. It doesn't seem like when you saw the Golden State Warriors win by large margins, like there was a sense of like, okay, like the third quarter is ours and we're going to like kill the third quarter, and but with the Clippers it just seems like in the flow of the game their defense kind of just gets to you by the end of the day, right? Like because you're not used to playing that defense. Like Luka can score an effortless 40 points on any other team, but he struggled to even get to like 20 with the Clippers, right? So I think just that difference in like intensity in the regular season will let the Clippers cruise. And I don't think there's any team in both the West. I would say maybe the only team that I can think that could do something to the Clippers is the Nuggets, because just the way the Clippers are, the Nuggets can score 1 to 8. They can all put up 20 points a game, and Nikola Jokic spaces the floor like nobody. He's kind of like
Jamal Murray, Gary Harris, yeah.
he's kind of like I wouldn't say a better version of Dirk Nowitzki. I'm not saying it, but
You're not saying
I'm
it.
not saying it, but his game. So the reason why Dirk Nowitzki was such a great force was just the amount of spacing he could give everybody else, right? Because you can't guard him on the 3-pointer, you can't guard him in the 2-pointer, you can't do anything to him. And same with Nikola Jokic. Once he gets into the post, he's this big fat dude who can actually shoot the 3 ball. He can shoot the 2 ball, and he can do the post. So I feel that the only team that if they get their shit together that can defeat the Clippers is the Nuggets. The Lakers are really good, but we have seen this in playoff series that there are going to be these sort of times where like LeBron is going to be on the bench or AD is going to be on the bench, and they would have to play a Lou Williams, Montrezl Harrell, somebody, and that's where the advantage is.
I mean, that pick and roll is absolutely crazy, man. The Lou Williams, Montrezl Harrell one.
It's
and
crazy.
I think Montrezl Harrell is, I
very
think
good.
Montrezl Harrell is my new favorite player. Like,
Very good.
He's one of those, I love his name. Last year it was Spencer Dinwiddie. This year it's Montrezl Harrell, favorite name of the NBA. And what he does is so effective and unstoppable. Like, people don't expect the pick and roll. I mean, I think they should expect it. I mean, I'm sure they expect it.
They expect
it. And yet every single time, because they double on Lou Williams, the ball goes to Montrezl Harrell, aram se easy, dunk, basket. Like, he's also pretty good there.
Yeah.
So, but in my opinion, since nobody asked for it, I'm going to give it anyway.
What is your opinion, Ashwin? Tell us your opinion.
Yes, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Vineet. What I think is Lakers are uniquely equipped to beat them purely because of Anthony Davis. The Clippers, I don't think they can deal well with a really tall player who does well in the post. But the problem is, last time they played, I don't think they played to that advantage. I think Lakers just tried to play the Clippers game and ended up losing. But I think if they give the ball to Anthony Davis in the post, make him get the others in foul trouble, make them double him and then kick the ball out and do those things, I think the Lakers have the best big man in the league and they should utilize him that way. Because even today, I think...
Giannis.
And what if
Giannis doesn't play like a big
what
man.
if DeMarcus Cousins like gets fit and he joins the Lakers? Then the
Definitely.
thing,
Then again,
because
one
we
more
all know how aggressive
size.
DeMarcus Cousins is, but he gets so many technical fouls and all. I think he is that missing piece. I think they already have him, but he's still missing in the playing.
Vineet is making that face because he hates DeMarcus Cousins.
I love his aggressiveness, but like the 3-point
It's
shooting.
easy
and
to
all.
be
I know,
aggressive when
he's
you're
good.
sitting on the bench, for like the past 3 years.
Right.
Whoa.
And earning a lot of money.
No, not that much money, but still.
I mean, earning below his potential. I mean, he's definitely like a $20-25 million
The man
player,
who's
but-
making a lot of money sitting on the bench is John Wall, by the way. $40 million.
So,
Just.
is he even sitting on the bench?
I mean,
I
yeah,
thought they banned him from the...
Yeah, whatever. It's just
Whatever.
he's making $40 million.
But
a year,
looking
it's
at
not
this,
playing basketball.
looking at this Clippers team, I think I just get a glance of this 2003. I think Pistons when they had this Ben Wallace and all that
Oh, that's a good
aggressiveness.
comparison.
when the Lakers
Yeah.
had that 4-peat chance, and I
Yeah.
just kept watching the finals, and like, what was the Pistons doing? Like, they just
Pistons was pure defense, though. I
and
don't think they
Lakers had,
played
I think,
offense at
Gary
all.
Payton and Karl Malone also that time. They traded them, and they were also on that team. I thought it is very easy for them to win the 4-peat, and like Pistons, like from nowhere, they like from not from nowhere, but they came and just took us like the Lakers by storm, I think. So I think
Yeah.
this Clippers team is like the Pistons team of
Little bit like the
2003.
Pistons team. That's
Yeah.
That's a good
तो
comparison.
बोलते
Yeah,
ना
that's a good comparison.
that like we बोलते ना वो एक रहते एक in college also, like there is one team like we are a little bit scared of those, like we should not at
We
that
don't
time
wanna
of
mess with
group.
them.
Yeah, and their leader is Doc Rivers. We know how it is. We like I like that person, like as a coach also. I just
Yeah.
what he did for Dirk Nowitzki also when
Interestingly,
he played
Doc Rivers, Doc Rivers was
Staples Center.
commentator during the 2004 NBA Finals. And
Right.
if you listen to his voice, you cannot recognize it from what it is right
No,
now.
I used to
right
I
now,
used to play my favorite this basketball game, Fox NBA. I think 1999 or 2000, and he
NBA
was
2K1, I think.
not 2K, Fox NBA. I still have
Fox
the CD
NBA.
also. Yeah, Fox Sports NBA it was. So in
Okay.
that he was the person introduction, and he was the one who was giving the commentary in that game also, in that video
Yeah.
game. Yeah.
I've
So
never
Doc Rivers
I've
has
never
come
played
back
a
full
basketball NBA video game in my life.
Yeah, nowadays I play that NBA Live,
Oh,
which had lot
nice.
of things, this, that coming. I just try to keep very simple and keep the normal regular season game. There are a lot of other stuff in app purchase, and like I don't know what it is all
lots
about.
of VCs changing hands.
Yeah, collect beans and this and that. The game is all away from there, and they are like purchase this, purchase that. So right now I've just 2 days back I've uninstalled it.
I did not see the story going there.
That's great. That's great. Yeah. Well, I think that's it for this edition of the pod. Is there anything else, Ashwin, we had on our radar?
I
to
mean,
discuss?
there's nothing else. Bhushan, you can catch Bhushan at the Rama Sports and Adventure. What is that tournament called?
The
Basketball
biggest carnival in
the
this
big basketball
Mumbai.
carnival. Please
Right.
come to Fatima High School in Ghatkopar.
8th
I don't
of
know if it's a
December.
high school or a
8th of
college.
December.
8th of December. Definitely. Bhushan will be there. I'll be there. Not as host of the podcast, but as a person trying to win some money. So we'll see you there.
All the
Oh,
best, all the
what
best,
are you
Ashwin.
going to? Are you going to be playing there, Ashwin?
Yeah, man. Don't announce it. If I lose, then I'll have to announce that also. on the
Ashwin,
pod.
you can keep me on the bench and pay me.
It's a small bench. It's a
That's
one-person bench.
Okay.
Okay, so Bhushan,
but
can you tell our audience where to find you online on all the social media, both your Instagram and Twitter?
Yeah, on Instagram you can catch me. My ID is bhushan.suryavanshi, my surname. And on Twitter you can catch me. That is at Bushy Roads.
We'll link all of that in the description. Don't worry, guys. We will put all the links in the description. Please catch him. It's amazing to be known for being a fan,
Right.
especially in India, of a sport which is not cricket. So
And being a crazy fan, like I just put my name NBA and Bhushan alongside, and I get to see my stuff which was there put by the NBA India, which is Meet Bhushan, the NBA's biggest fan.
I did read that article today in earnest preparation for the spot. I was like, yeah, let me go through that thing. And,
That is the happiest thing for me, like being in such a big and crazy NBA fan, to see my name next to it and my name and my article coming below that.
Here's to more of such great things then. Alright guys, everyone please take care. We are done with this episode. Please tell us what you think about the NBA top 15 list that we've made. If you like the list, if you hate the list, if you hate the fact that we
And if you think Paul George should be in this list or no.
Okay. Tell us about that also. Alright then, everyone please say bye-bye. Vineet, say bye.
Bye.
Bye.